Video, let us see about the insertion operation in a linked list. So insertion can be done at the beginning, the end, after a given node and before a given node in a linked list. So now let us see how a new node can be added to an already existing linked list. So that you have a linked list, data part and a pointer part. Say for example, with data part as 1, 7, 4, 5. We are going to perform the insertion operation. So the first condition to check out for any insertion operation is first check whether there is available memory. So how do you check whether there is any available memory? So as I have told that we have a variable called as avail which will point to the first free space of the memory. You can refer to this in the last video. When the avail is equal to null. So when avail is null, what does it mean? That there is no free space. So if there is no free space, it leads to the condition which we call it as the overflow. So when avail is equal to null, no node can be created as there is no free space. So this is the first condition to check out before you perform the insertion operation. So this is common for all the cases, say for inserting a node at the beginning or end or after or before. Okay, so just write the pseudocode for step 1 is to check whether there is available memory. So check if avail is equal to null. If avail is null, then what is the condition? It is overflow condition. You can never perform the creation of new node and insertion cannot happen. Okay, so if insertion cannot happen, then you have to exit. Okay, now in step 2, if there is available. Okay, so now what are you supposed to do? You have to create the new node from the available space. Okay, say that you have available space here. Say these are the nodes and you have free spaces here. Now from this free space, you can create a new node, right? So how do we write for creating the new node is from the available space. Okay, so you avail, you assign it with new node because this avail was pointing first to the available first free space. So now I'm assigning this memory to the new node. Okay, so this is assigned to the new node. So avail is now assigned to the memory. Okay, now what is my next step? I should now make my avail which was pointing to the first free space and it is now being occupied by the new node, right? So now I have to make the avail to point to the next node. So how do I make my avail to point to the next free space? So I should write down as avail is equal to avail's next. Now this avail will start now pointing to the next free space of the memory. Okay, so this is the step 1 and step 2. Okay, now let us now create the, so say that I have to create a new node, data part say, okay, and this new node has to be inserted at the beginning of a linked list. How do I insert at the beginning of the linked list? So this new node has to be inserted now at the beginning. Okay, where right now first I should create the data part of the new node, right? So how do I create the data part for the new node? So this is the data part and this is the pointer part, or we call it as the next part, right? So this is nodes, right? New node's data part is now assigned with the value. Yes, okay, say the value is 6. So let us now write the step 3. So what is going to be my step 3? Step 3 is I'll assign the new nodes part with the value. Okay, so your data part for the new node is created. Now what is my next step? I should now attach the new node to the existing linked list. That I should attach the new node to the beginning of the linked list, right? So how do I do this? I should make now a change in the next pointer, right? So the node was having the value, say, 6, right? So this is the new node. Now I have to insert this new node at the beginning. So at the beginning, two nodes should point to the first node of the linked list, right? And we have the first node of the linked list being indicated by the variable called as start, right? So you now make the new nodes next, okay, to point now to whom? The start, so that the connection is established between the new node and the start, and the node is being inserted at the beginning of the list, okay? Now, which is now supposed to be the first node? New node is supposed to be the first node, right? So now I'll make the start as a new node. Hope you got it, okay? So what do I do now? I make my new nodes next, okay? I make my new nodes next to point to what? The start. And now who's going to be my start? So new node is going to be my start, okay? So new node is now going to be my start. Got it? So now let us write down the step 4 and 5. So step 4 is the start nodes next. So the new nodes next is now pointing to whom? The start. And step 5, I have to set the start as new node. We can exit. Step 6 is exit. You have got now how to insert a new node at the beginning of the linked list, right? So we have to just make the new node's next pointer to point to start, and we make the new node as start, okay? Let's continue. How to perform the insertion at the end of the linked list, okay? Insertion, you have nodes, node 1, 2, and 4. Fine. To check out, say that you have to perform the insertion at the end, okay? We have to insert this node at the end of the linked list. So say this is the new node which has 5 as a data part, okay? Fine. What is my step 1? Hope you can now just remember and tell me. Step 1 is check out for the available memory. So if avail is equal to null, what does it mean? So if the memory is not available, then you write down as overflow, okay? And what is my step 2? First, I should make my first available free space to be allocated for new node, right? So say that all these nodes are being occupied and this is my first available free space. So now I make my avail. I'll assign the memory for the new node. Yes, new node is equal to avail. And now I make my avail, which was pointing already to the first free space, to point now to the next available free space. So how do I write? Avail is equal to avails next. Yes, fine. Now what is my step 3 is? Step 3, I have to now create the data part of the new node, right? So how do I create the data part for the new node? How do I write down? Come on, try it out. So now is new nodes data. I'll assign it with a value, okay? So here the value is 5, okay, fine. Now this node is being inserted. What's the condition now? I have to insert a new node at the end of the linked list, right? So how to insert this new node at the end of the linked list, right? So what is the condition for the last node of the linked list? Always the pointer that will point to the null. Yes, right? So I know as I have to insert the node at the end of the linked list, the pointer part for the new node is now going to be as what? Null, right? So right at the beginning, I can write down that the new nodes part is also pointing to what? Null, okay? Now what are the steps that I have done? Step 1, I have checked out whether there is available memory. If there is no available memory, then I write down as overflow, okay? In step 2, what did we do? We have created the new node from the available space. Okay, so new node is equal to aval, and we have made the aval to point to the next free space. So aval is equal to aval's next. Okay, in step 3, what did we do? In step 3, I have created a new node with its data part and the pointer part. So as the insertion is to be done at the end, so the new node's data part is assigned with a value, and the new node's next is now pointing to what? Null. Okay. Now, I should attach the new node. Okay. So what am I supposed to do? Is I should attach this new node at the end of the list, right? So how do I attach this new node? So I should traverse till the end of the list. Yes. So only if I traverse till the end of the list, I'll be able to attach it, because I should make the last node of the existing linked list to point now to the new node, right? So how can I move from the first node till the last node? So I'm supposed to use now the two variables. What are the two variables that I'm going to use? As I've mentioned earlier, we have to use two variables called as start and PTR. Okay, so start will always indicate the first node of the linked list, and we use a variable called as PTR to traverse from one node to the other node, right? So hope you can remember now the traversal pseudocode what I have told you, right? So first let us initialize in step 4, okay, as PTR is equal to start. So start is assigned with the PTR. Now, if I have to traverse till the end of the existing linked list, how do I traverse till the end? I can traverse until I find my PTR's next is equal to null. So, when my PTR's next is not equal to null, I have to traverse from one node to the other node, right? So, I'll write down the condition. So, step 5, while my PTR's next is not equal to null. If it is not equal to null, then say that it is in node 1. Okay. Now then I have to move to what? The next node. So how do I move to the next node? I make the PTR to point now to whom? The PTR's next. Okay. So I make the PTR, okay, to point now to whom? The next node. This will now become the PTR. So PTR is equal to PTR's next. Okay. Now I will again check out whether the PTR's next is equal to null. No, it's not equal to null. Then again it will traverse. So PTR is equal to PTR's next. Okay. And then again this is not true. So it will again move to the next node. Now it found that PTR's next is equal to null. Yes. Okay. Now you should make a connection to this connection of the last node to the new node. So if my PTR's next is equal to null, now I make my PTR's next to point to whom? It has to now point to the new node. So how do I write it? Now in step 6, I make my PTR's next to point now to whom? To the new node. Okay, so the PTR's next is now pointing to the new node. Okay. So that's it about the insertion operation at the end of the linked list. Okay. So to see how to perform the insertion operation for a given node and for after a given node. Okay. So first let us begin with inserting a node after a given node. Okay, that you have to insert after some node 3. Okay. So let us draw the linked list. So 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I'm going to use a variable called as start. Okay. Then this is my PTR. And this is going to be my first node. This is going to be the last node of the linked list. Okay. So I have to perform the insertion after a given node. So after this node 3, I have to insert the new node. And let us write down the data part for the new node as 6. Okay. Fine. Now, here I am going to introduce you to another variable called as the pre-PTR. What does this pre-PTR mean is, this pre-PTR will point to the node which the PTR was pointing to already. Okay. For example, we have the PTR here. So now when I try to traverse, PTR is equal to PTR's next, PTR comes here, right? And next, during the next traversal, your PTR comes here. Now, what is a pre-PTR is, now this PTR has moved to the node 3 and this place is going to be as the pre-PTR. Okay, so the node 2 will now become the pre-PTR and node 3 is a PTR. So this pre-PTR will always point to the node which the PTR was already pointing to. Okay, so what is our objective? Our objective is to perform the insertion operation, inserting a node after a given node, say node 3. Okay, so this node has to be inserted between, the new node has to be inserted between 3 and 4. Okay, one is, first you have to check out for what? The available memory, right? So if avail is equal to null, what does it mean? If avail is null, it is overflow. You cannot now what? Create a new node. Okay, so if there is enough memory, what is going to be my step 2? So step 2 is new node will be equal to avail, and now avail will be equal to avails next. Okay, so this avails next will now point to the next available free space. Now, what is your step 3? So first step we have checked for memory, checking for memory. In step 2, what did we do? We have allocated the memory for the new node, right? That is going to be your step 3. Step 3, now we will tell what is the data part for the new node. So what is the data part for the new node? The data part is going to be 6. So let us write the new nodes is equal to value. Yes, okay. Now this new node is assigned with the value what? 6. Okay, fine. Now let us initialize the variables. Okay, so what are the variables that we are going to initialize? So we are going to use start and PTR. So let us initialize PTR is equal to start, and now we'll assign the variable, one more variable called as pre-PTR. So which the PTR was pointing to will now become the pre-PTR, right? So how do I write? Pre-PTR is equal to PTR. Hope you got it. Fine. Now, as we have to insert the node, new node, after a given node, okay, let us say that we are inserting it. So this is, if I have to traverse, okay, say that this is my PTR now, and now this PTR will become the pre-PTR when PTR moves here. Okay, now this PTR will now become the pre-PTR, and this is now going to be the PTR. Okay, so insertion after a given node means inserting after PTR. Fine. So what am I supposed to check out now? I have to check out whether my pre-PTR's data is equal to what? The value which is given. Okay, so if my pre-PTR's data is equal to 3, then I'm supposed to perform the insertion after the node 3, right? So how do I write down for it? So I have to write down the condition, step 5, while my pre-PTR, this is my pre-PTR, right? While pre-PTR's data, if it is not equal to the number. If it is not equal to the number, what do you do? If it is not equal to the number, say that pre-PTR is here, right? So check for the condition while pre-PTR's data is equal to the number. If it is equal to the number, then you can insert after the pre-PTR, right? If it is not equal to the number, say that the number that we have, the node after which we have to insert is node 3, okay, with data value 3. So this first node does not match with the data value 3. Now what it is supposed to do is, it has to now move to the next node. So how do I move to the next node? I should now make use of the pointer variable PTR to point to the next node, and now I should make the pointer variable to point to the next node, right? So how do I write down? So while my PTR's data is not equal to the number, I make my PTR to point now to the PTR's next, and I make my pre-PTR to point now to the PTR. Okay. Now I found that my pre-PTR's data is equal to the number. Okay, now it has reached the node 3 and my pre-PTR's data is equal to the number. If it is equal to the number, now I'm supposed to perform what? The insertion operation, right? So let us draw this part alone separately. So we have a node 3. Okay, so we have node 3, then we have node 4 and a new node 6. Okay, and we found that the pre-PTR's data is equal to the number, and this is my PTR and this is my new node. Okay, now how do we connect this? So if the condition fails, okay, if it is equal to the number, I have to perform the insertion, right? So now let us write the step 6. So in this step 6, I should make my pre-PTR's next to point now to whom? The new node. How do I write it? So in step 6, I write down pre-PTR's next. Yes, so this is my pre-PTR's next is pointing now to whom? So this we generally call it as next. Okay, so pre-PTR's next is now pointing, it should now point to whom? The new node. And now how can I connect this? This new node's next should now point to whom? The PTR. Okay, so let us write down the new node's next should now point to whom? The PTR. Okay, so now the linked list would look like this. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 6, 4. Okay, I have one more node called node 5 that will mark the end of the list. So this is how we perform the insertion after a given node. Okay, so it means after pre-PTR. Okay, so the same thing, there is a small change that you have to do when you have to perform the insertion before a given node. Okay, so how to perform the insertion before a given node? So for performing the insertion before a given node, the only change that you have to do is, say you have a node, the same node, same linked list, let us take. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So here say that here is your pre-PTR and here is your PTR. Okay, this is my start. Okay, inserting before. Okay, so if it is insertion before, it means inserting before your PTR. Okay, fine. So what's 1? So checking now for the available memory. So avail is equal to null. What do you write? You write overflow. Okay, so what is going to be the step 2? So new node will be equal to what? Avail, and now avail is equal to avail's next. Yes, so now we have allocated the memory for the new node. Now what is going to be your step 3? So the new node's data part, I'll assign it with what? The value. Okay, and we'll use the variable start and PTR. Okay, so step 4 is start is equal to PTR, and we make the pre-PTR to be equal to what? PTR. Okay, and what is the next condition? So I have to traverse until I find my PTR's data is equal to what? The value, right? So here it is number. Okay, so I have to traverse until I find my PTR's data is equal to the number, right? So how do I traverse until I find? So first I have to check out whether my PTR's data is equal to the number. Say that I have to insert a node before a number 4. Okay, before the node with number 4. So how do I have to check out while my PTR's data is equal to the number? So if step 5, while PTR's data, if it is equal to the number, then I insert. If it is not equal to the number, what do? I should now traverse, right? So how do I traverse? I make my PTR now to point to the next node, and I make my pre-PTR to point to the PTR. Okay, so the traversal can take place now. Now check whether if the condition fails, if it founds that the PTR's data is equal to the number. If it is equal to the number, now I am supposed to perform what? The insertion, right? So I have to perform the insertion now between node 3 and node 4. Okay, and here is my new node, right? So this is my pre-PTR, this is my PTR. Okay, so how do I insert now? So I have to insert the pre-PTRs. How do I write down now? So I should write down step 6. I make my pre-PTRs next to point now to whom? So pre-PTRs next. I point it now to the new node, and now how do I make out the connection for this? I make out, say that the new node's data part is 6. Okay, so new node's next is now pointing to whom? The PTR. So this gets connected. Okay, so this is what is going to be my final list. So 1, 2, 3, and then 6, 4, and 5. So this is how the insertion is performed after a given node and for before a given node. Okay, so hope you got how was the insertion operation performed in the linked list.